Hi, it's James and Adam here. In this video, we're going to give you a snapshot of the journey that we've been on and why we do what we do. So, James, where did it all start? Why did it all start? Give us an insight to the beginning of the journey.
Well, it all started, Adam, from me being in a lot of pain, financially and mentally, because it's a knock-on effect. It's all linked, isn't it? Your finances and your mental state. It started because I was in a really bad way financially. I got myself in a bit of a rut when I was still serving in the army, and I buried my head deeply in the sand for many years. But when I eventually decided to get my head out of the sand, I started reading. I started learning. I started reading. I started learning and researching, and I realised everything was a lie. The whole system was a lie. The whole financial system works against you. The system works against you. And I just started realizing that the financial system is designed that way. It's not a coincidence. It's designed that way. And we're debt slaves. Again, this is all my opinion, but you can go away and do your own research on this, which is what we always tell people. But we're tied into a system where we have no choice. But people think they don't have a choice. You do have a choice. You can get educated and learn about it and work it in your favor. But one thing I have realized is the masses always seem to be losers because we're all tied into this system. We don't realize there's anything else you can do. People don't see anything else other than this system having a job. And most people I speak to anyway think that you have job security, but if you lose your job tomorrow, who pays your bills? They don't know anything other than that, and they're tied into debt.
How did that make you feel? So you realize you've been lied to, everything that's been ingrained through school and just society in general, what it kind of tells you through osmosis. No one directly tells you, although maybe they do in some ways, but and all of a sudden you realize it's all a lie. The system's rigged, and you've seen behind the curtain. Give us like a snapshot of that moment. How does that make you feel?
The short answer is anger.
Right.
Really angry. I was like the Incredible Hulk. I was really peeved off, I should say. I'm trying to be polite. Yeah, because it's just wrong. It's just wrong. I care for people, and I know you do, and our team does, and that's why we do what we do. But it's just wrong. It shouldn't be that way. I was in a little bit of denial at first. No, it can't be, but it is.
Sure.
It is. The whole system is to keep us trapped, really. And you've got to learn the system. You've got to. It's like if you're fighting a war, you're fighting an enemy. You've got to learn the enemy.
Yeah,
you've got to know them inside out.
And is that what you kind of did next? From going, you realize it's a lie. What do you do after that? After the anger's disappeared and the denial, what did you do?
Yeah, because I had to do something. I had to do something different to what the masses do, and that's what I've realized over the years is if you do what they do, you've got to do the opposite to the masses. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you've got to do the opposite. So that's what I started to do, and I started to research further. And I met a couple of very wealthy guys, and I paid them lots of money to educate me. And they mentored me and educated me even further in money and finance. So I invested in myself, basically. You've got to invest in yourself, in your own education. And to get myself out of that hole, I was looking after myself. Well, I've always had a passion for helping others, but you've got to look after yourself first, haven't you?
Yeah.
Like if you're on a plane, you always get told, don't you, if you're about to crash or whatever, get your masks on, but you've got to put your own on first before you look after anybody else.
Sure.
So, and I felt, go on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, because I think this is a really critical point that a lot of people will find themselves in, where they go, I've just found out this information. I want to get some good information and have something productive and constructive as a next step. Otherwise, you just stay in that anger and it's not a good place to stay. So what would you say to people that want to do some research, and how would you help them navigate that kind of next step?
Well, that's what we do, because I've noticed through the years there's plenty of people telling you all these things. There's people People are giving you the information, but they don't give you the next steps, and people need to be walked through the next steps. And it needs to be nice and straightforward and simple. And that's what we do. We keep it very, very, very straightforward and simple. And it isn't massive. You don't have to make massive changes. You know, just little tweaks here and there's simple things you can do. I've realised over the years, from my experience, simple things like rather than saving in paper money in the bank, you just save in precious metals instead, saving gold and silver, and you're winning straight away just by doing that. Down the line, down the line, you're going to be a winner, and that's not rocket science. And that's and we help people. That's just one thing we help people with. We've helped people in the past with helping them get out of debt even quicker. And that's from educating them, making them financially educated, making them financially aware, and giving them a few steps, just a few steps to take. And it's not years off their debts, save them thousands of pounds, thousands of pounds. It's just making people that taught this at schools. It was this at the very beginning. I got so angry about this because I just thought, well, why aren't we told this? Why are we not told this? And then again, I came back to the conclusion again, following the money. I got the answers, and we're not supposed to know this. We're not supposed to know it. So we're on a mission. We're on a mission to go out there and make people aware of this and help them, hold their hands and give them the next steps. Got to get their backsides off them fences. When they know this information, when they get this information and they know it, we've shared it with them. They need to get the backside off that fence because it hurts your ass and you don't go anywhere sat on that fence. And to get off the fence and do something about it.
I think that's totally key. I always think about what Tony Robbins says when he says complexity is the enemy of execution. And basically, we've got to work hard to keep things simple, because when things are simple, people can take action. But when they're complicated, it's too overwhelming. So I'm totally with you. So, okay, so you've gone on this journey. How do we help people now? What can we do to actually help people and take them through that process so they don't have to do the same painful steps that you and I have been through?
Well, what we do as a team, because many of us now, isn't there, Adam? There's many of us that do this on and off, part time, some of us full time, and we run seminars. We did do physical seminars, but we do online seminars. And it's like you said, we just keep it so simple, and we just give people the information, and then it's like, if you want to take the next steps, get in touch, and we'll hold your hand and we'll show you what to do. It's literally just sharing knowledge. I've always had a passion for this anyway. It's always been in me. Before I left the army, I was helping people do this. So I just felt like when I leave the army, I want to keep on doing this and just sharing the knowledge. And there's enough for everybody. There's enough for everyone. And I firmly believe that if you give, you get.
Yes. If
you give, you get. You get back automatically. And that's what I just enjoy doing anyway. It makes me feel good. So I'm giving myself anyway by being good, feeling good, by helping people. So if you give, you get. So that's what we do. And it's literally, well, people have to make the first move. They have to give us that call. We have to make that call.
Yes.
Or contact us by email or whatever. And literally, we'll just speak to them over the phone. It's not rocket science, Adam. Well, you know that, I know that. It really isn't rocket science.
Yep.
And everything we show people is what we do ourselves, and we do for our own families.
Correct.
We're not salesmen. We're not here to try and sell anything to anybody. We just give them the information, and then we show them where to go and to take the next steps. And we help them take the next steps. We show them exactly what to do over the phone, over Skype, over whatever, and we take them through it. It's so simple. It's so simple. It's so straightforward and simple. But the sooner people do it, the better. The only wrong time is tomorrow to get started.
Yes. No, I totally agree with you. Well, look, thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you would like some help, would like just to chat with us to see how we can help you, then please get in contact with us. We don't bite, we're friendly, and we'd love to have a chat. The more people we can help, the better. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
Bye now.